Our final installment of Rawlings MVC First Pitch stops in Terre Haute, Indiana. We say good morning and hello to Mitch, Hannah's head coach, 34-10 at the time of our visit, 17-4 in Missouri Valley Conference play. So as we get down the season stretch, Coach, what's the state of the union in Terre Haute right now, the baseball program? How you feeling?
I feel good to this point, Shane, with what we've accomplished and how we've played. I won't say that I feel great. We're coming off a weekend with Belmont where we didn't have a starter get past the fourth inning. So um, I think that's obviously, as you know, uh, pitching down the stretch is extremely important. And you're always one bad start away from your season being over. So I feel good with what we've accomplished and kind of where we're at. I still feel like we need to grow that fourth leg and to have a chance down the stretch here of doing some things.
And this speaks to the strength at the top of the MVC. Most seasons and in most conferences, Coach, 17-4 at this point in the season would have the regular season wrapped up, but that's not the case. And you got a big series this weekend to go a long way and lengthening that lead out a little bit for you guys.
Yeah, I think there's, looking at the league from top to bottom, I mean, obviously it's come down to a weekend by weekend scenario. If you play really well, you have a chance to sweep. If you don't play well, you have a chance to get swept. And I think that's probably the big thing. I think what's certainly helped us is the fact that most of these guys were around a winning club last year, and that has kind of bled over a little bit to the expectation of winning games, which has been helpful. But we've obviously had a lot of close games in the league, and it's been a battle to get to 17-4.
You like the length of your lineup, your starting nine most games, Coach, because I know you got a nice, well, you have a lot of power, first of all, but you got a nice mix of patience in there with Dominic Listy. He walks as much as he strikes out. And then, of course, you got Mike Sears coming back. We know what he's done the last 2 years power-wise. Every coach talks about having the length of the lineup. You happy with where you're at there?
Again, yeah, for the most part. I think the thing that you always worry about going in weekend to weekend is making sure you're protecting a guy that's hot with someone else that's seeing it pretty good. I think when we've had struggles and that lineup has shortened for us, we just haven't been able to protect a guy or two guys because we've been a little cold in some other areas. So, but obviously, the last few weekends, the length has been pretty good in the lineup. It seems like guys hitting behind other guys in the lineup have been pretty solid. We've just had a little bit of a fall at 8 and 9, which has kind of been inconsistent for us, but the front seven have been really good.
And one thing that is really inarguable in sports, and there's reason why there's that saying, the best ability is availability. You've got 8 guys that have been available for you for 42 games, and 5 guys have started every game. That has to make you feel good that you can pencil those guys in and game out.
Yeah, but you're going to cause me to knock on wood, Shane, because like I said it the other day, if you really look at the teams that have had the biggest struggles in our league, they probably dealt with the most amount of injuries. And we've been very fortunate there the last few years to stay healthy and to be able to pencil guys in the lineup every day, to be able to pencil pitchers in that starting rotation for the most part, and knowing who your relievers are. So we've had a lot of good fortune in staying healthy and having really good players that have been consistent for us.
And you alluded to it just a little bit ago, Coach, that the fact that you got quite a few guys that were on last year's team. And with that comes pressure or expectations, whatever you want to call it. And to this point, 34-10 is hard to argue with. Did that kind of harden everybody up and kind of bolster you guys for the ones that came back?
Yeah, I think, I talked to them in the fall about not talking about the previous year, and I don't want to see any 23 championship shirts, and we're on to 24. The problem with that is I didn't mentally move forward myself. And I think early in the year, as a coach, you have that mindset of where your last team ended. And I wanted this group to that point too quickly, which I think early put a little pressure on us. I think it tightened the margins for error a little bit, which made us play a little tighter than probably we needed to play. And I think, and I said that to the team. I think as we let this team be this team and not last year's team, things seem to really kick in for us.
Coach, always appreciate the visit. Good luck down the stretch. Almost done with the regular season. We'll talk to you again real soon before the Valley Tournament. Good luck.
Okay. Appreciate you, Shane. Thank you.